Hey, good morning, everybody. We got snow, starting to snow out there. Yesterday was really beautiful. Know, it melted a lot of the snow, but now the parking lot is like an ice skating rink, literally. So, good morning. All right, Delphi case, Kegan Kline. Everybody, Kegan Kline came. Yeah, he probably knew the girls. He probably talked to the girls. But he wasn't there. I don't think it was him. He might have knew about it, whatever. He's got an eye, that he wasn't even there. But like I said, when you got that much money and you're selling a lot of drugs or whatever, uh, you don't do it yourself. You pay people down lower in within your organization, club, gang, whatever. But here's the thing. We got a massive lawsuit coming against Google. And let me tell you, and some YouTube creators and everything that have been throwing the Earl R. Kramer case out there. There was no Earl R. Kramer. Okay? It was Earl R. Carr, K-R-R, or not K-C. But Google is posting it as the Earl R. Kramer case, and it's not. So that explains why a lot of this stuff, the Kramers, they're ruining the Kramer name. And I'm the head dude. I patented it. So we're going after all these people. Not in the courts. Not in the courts. Well, there's ways of getting money out of these people. And I don't blame these people. Even I got attacked for it. I'm like, yeah, I don't even know who Earl R. Kramer is. And then I researched it and I'm like, there is no Earl R. Kramer. The guy's real name that did them killings was Earl R. Carr, not Kramer. So, yeah, sorry, boys. Hell is coming for you, and some of yous on YouTube, and I wish I can save yous, but I can't. I can't. But anyways, did Kline know these people? Yes. Did he catfish them? Yes. Did he talk to them? Yes. Was he there at the bridge? No. No. It's devious. It's more devious than you people will believe. All right. There was many involved, and they just can't get it out of their heads that it was one guy that did all this. No, it wasn't. There was many involved. And they ain't going to solve nothing until they figure out that there was many involved. Big organization, phones, hot phones, computers, terrorists. If you ask me. That's what we're labeling everybody that hacks a computer a terrorist. We don't need no badges. We don't need nothing. They're terrorists. That's like going after terrorists in another country. We don't knock on their doors and show them badges and say, here we are. It don't work that way, boys. I wish it did, but it don't. So, they ran my name through the ringer. They destroyed my life. They took everything. And there ain't even an Aaron R. Kramer or whatever his name is. And that case wasn't even, nobody named Kramer killed him. It was Carr. So, what's going to happen? Well, hell is going to open. People are going to burn. And then we'll close the gates of hell. And we'll get on being peaceful people, law-abiding citizens, like we've always been. Is there a connection between all these guys? Yes, they are determining who they give interviews to, which they're all YouTubers, which they probably all knew Kegan Kline. They probably all knew Greeno. They probably all knew Sean Harmon. They probably all knew all these creators before they got busted. You know, they're determining who interviews them through YouTube, who gets the big interview. And I think that was all planned. I think all this was planned. I think they planned the whole thing. They tried to set people up. They tried to make it look what it wasn't. There's more people on that tape. There's a woman that I can hear in the background or somebody screaming. And that's what don't make sense. See? Because there was people on the bridge that day and on the trail and no one heard nothing. But in the video, you can hear somebody screaming in the background, but they covered it up with editing or whatever. But you can hear a woman talking in the background. So there was women there or a woman there, which makes sense because if it is a trafficking ring and a sexual ring, they usually do have these women take care of the girls because the girls feel more safer, but really they're not. But they you know what I mean? They make them feel more safer. Now Anthony Greeno is a suspect in a lot of things now. He's been on a lot of people's YouTube channels. I've seen him on 4 or 5 YouTube channels. Did he know all these people? Yes. From what they're saying, they've known him for a long time. Some of them were told him on video to come visit them and hang out with them for a while. And he might have. Is he in prison? I don't think so. He's probably on the run. And all of his creators and friends are telling you people just what you want to hear. He's in prison. You know, no, we're still looking for him. It's still a big organization. They're all around us. They're your next door neighbors. They're the people you talk to in the gas stations. They're all around. So it was bigger than Kegan Kline, and they're never going to solve this case. Too much time's gone by. I mean, on social media, the police have already got it. It's social media. YouTube. They'll never solve the case because they are targeting certain people out. They're trying to direct which way the case goes. And they'll never solve it. On YouTube, some of us already have. We already know what's going on. Some of you people, well, you're in it for the money, views, whatever. You're leading people down the wrong trail. Remember, there was many involved in this. Now there's a new case out there. A guy, well, they caught him. It's really a case over with, solved. But why did he kill her? He killed his ex-girlfriend. And he chopped her up, and the police stood there and watched him through the window do it. They couldn't figure out what he was doing at first until they went around and looked in the window and seen what he was doing inside. Then they broke in. This just happened yesterday. So, now we got another one to investigate, but it's pretty much a easy one to solve. They got the guy red-handed. They seen him doing it. So what are we dealing with? Well, a bunch of lies, people. The devil. Many were involved in the Delphi case. There was, I think, a clash between gangs or somebody ratted on somebody. And before they all got found out, they sent a message or killed the girls or something. Maybe the girls knew. Maybe the girls were having sex. Maybe they were pregnant by somebody. Maybe somebody that claimed to be related to the family, and they were trying to cover the whole thing up or whatever. Could be. All I know is the girls were lured away from their home or whatever to an area. What happened in the Evansdale case? Same thing. The girls were lured away right from their home to a spot and then disappeared. You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We don't even trust the police. We don't even trust the morgues. We don't even trust the people doing the autopsies, because these people could actually be alive. The Evansdale girls could still actually be alive. And they found 2 young bodies to replace them. Yeah. I know a lot of you are saying you're nuts. No, it's very possible. And if they had people in at the right place at the right time, they could have said, yeah, that's little Elizabeth and that's little whatever. And in reality, they're still alive and they were trafficked or whatever. So, so yeah, we are going after some of these people. Google, we're going after and all this. There is no Earl R. Kramer. That was a name made up. The guy's real name was Earl Carr, not Kramer. So we're going, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to ruin the Kramer name, and I won't stand for it. I'll bury them all under a blanket of fire and brimstone before I let them destroy my name. I typed in my name. I was married 192 times. I've never been married in my life. My father was married, I don't know how many times, 1, 2, I don't know, 1 or 2 or 3 times or something like that. Me, never. And oh boy, we're going to have a field day in this country. I'll tell you that much. Big ring, gangs involved, biker gangs and everything, and music. And it's everything the government said it was. You know, this rap country war or whatever, this country. Yeah. That's what they're saying. Maybe some of them people were involved. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. Not one bit. So yeah, that's what happens. In order, Kegan Kline ain't gonna, even if he was the killer, you think he's gonna come out and admit it? If they ain't got proof it was him? No. You think Chadwell would admit it? Did they all know each other? Yes. These people are, the people that are telling you no, they didn't know each other are the ones trying to cover the case up. They all knew each other. Dang it, they got to investigate all the bikers. They got to investigate the Masons. They got to investigate the mafia now. Well, because all these people came out on YouTube. You know, you got Sean Harmon. It was the syndicate. It was the bikers. It was this. It was that. Okay. Well, now they have to investigate all that, and that's sucking up a lot of time. And the people he's saying that were involved in it weren't involved in it. You know, it was a diversion. To me, it was a diversion. That's what I thought. The whole thing with the deal with him and Greeno, what kind of deal did they have? I don't know. I don't know these dudes. Never met them in my life. I've been on YouTube. So, of course, they're going to say, hey, I know him. You know, I've been in his chat. Yeah. I don't know you people. You know, I don't know what to tell you. I'm used to it. You know, I'm from, you know, Illinois, some parts of the bad. You know, I know how these people will throw in a name just to divert people, to try and get them sucked up into their little world of misery and hell. Let them wallow in their own shit they created. They created this mess, nobody else. How did they get this information when it was a hush-hush case? That's what I've been telling people. How do they know this when it was a hush-hush case? Nobody was supposed to be talking about nothing. But yet there was all these videos out. people, this is the guy. We talked to the police. The police said this, that. Then you talk to the police and the police say, we never put that information out. That's what told me it was a big ring of them. Why in the heck would a sheriff's department get on there and say, you might be in the room with us? We might have already talked to you and investigated you, or you might have already called and talked to us. That was a clue that they were onto something. I think the police know exactly what's going on with these idiots. And now we got to go into Aussie land, into Australia, into England, because all of these guys and YouTube creators were buddies with Greeno, Harmon, Kline, all these guys, Chadwell, you know. Turn yourselves in, boys. Best thing to do for all yous. Everything is a racket, people. Everything is corrupt. So I did see Gray Hugh or whatever do a video on the Earl R. Kramer video about the murder. Yes, there was a murder, but the guy's name wasn't Kramer. Wasn't the same last name as mine. It was Carr. What they were trying to do was trying to, well, look at the, fake information put out. Hackers, Google, all of them. They're screwed. Screwed. I wouldn't doubt it if Google's been hacking me. I wouldn't doubt it if some of these YouTube creators have been hacking me, and that's why their phones have gotten taken away. What is a Kegan Kline phone that got tracked to Anthony Greeno and the rest of these guys? Or was it these guys were hacking people and trying to give false information, and the police finally found out that it was these people that were actually involved trying to set people up, direct the way the case went. There's people up in Canada that we've seen Greeno being buddies with and their friends or whatever. They're all creators. That's why they have the women in there. That's why Chadwell was looking for women. Why? Because kids feel more safer around women. And if they can find somebody to keep these kids or young teens calm, and groom them to do what they want, that's why they were looking for older women. That's why they were looking for some YouTubers. Hey, I've seen videos on this that there was reports of a woman and a man arguing there before the murders. That there was a van parked out in the woods out there on the one of the back trails after the bridge. Is it possible? Yes. Yes, it is possible. Could some of these girls on YouTube actually be hostages right now with the men that they're with? Yes. Yes. Now they are looking for a guy named Matthew. He goes by Maverick, whatever, on YouTube, in social media or whatever. Some guy that killed a girl. And I seen it on Chris Hughes or Chris Harbaugh or whatever his name is, Harbaugh or whatever, the channel that he was investigating a lady for another murder, the Summer Wells case or whatever. And then she started talking about the case of her daughter was killed by some guy, and he's wanted, and he's on social media, and he's rubbing it in people's face by making videos and dating girls and stuff like that. Sickos. Bunch of nutsos. So I would say all the Kramers out there are really not Kramers. They're really not Kramers. They've taken the name. Why? Well, because they want to ruin the name. They want to ruin the name. They want to ruin Kramer guitars. They want to ruin Kramer and Kramer. They want to ruin Kramer Incorporated and Inc. typewriter. They want to ruin everything. They want to try and get rid of me so they can take over the money. It ain't going to work. You're all suspects on this channel. We're going to get everything that we deserve. No, I'm not related to anybody that was part of the Nazi. Wasn't even born then. My family ain't even from there. They're from the United States. They fought in wars against these people. Although I might be part German, but not the Nazi Germans. Sorry. I don't know. Yeah. I might be a lot of things, but what I'm not is a killer. And we got them all trying to suck the life out of people, and they lost. Even churches were involved. We busted churches that were selling drugs, trafficking little girls and kids and everything. It's going to be a humdinger. If Jim Jones wasn't already dead, I'd say this whole country's turned into a Jim Jones town. But Jim Jones is dead. He shot himself in the head once we found out that he was some kind of antichrist. And some of his followers still are on this earth, just like Charlie Manson people. I mean, this is so coincidence. They might be some of these dudes might have had affiliations with Charlie in prison. And it's all a scam to try and take down the Kramer name. You won't win, Satan. You just won't win. Although you wrecked a lot of Kramer people's names, Kramer, by lying and fake crap. I had one person, you did this. No, I've never done nothing, any of that. If I did something like that, I'd be in prison or dead. I've been through it. I know how it is. Trials and tribulations for all of us. I don't know. Thank God for another day. And that's all we could do. And now it's starting to snow pretty good out. So we're back to winter. But I think next week they're saying high 40s, which I'm hoping. Because I want to do an experiment where if it was 45, they said, that day on the 7th or on the 13th of February of 2017, I think here in a couple of days is going to be the same temperature or close to it. But then the temperature is supposed to drop off. And as you can see, we still got snow on the ground. Yesterday was up into the 40s or the day before. And we still got snow on the ground. It was warm, but not warm enough to melt the snow in one day. Was there snow on the ground down there? I believe so. So maybe not. Maybe there wasn't no snow. Maybe it melted. But it did get cold again that night. So if the girls did cross the creek, their clothes would have been all wet. Therefore, the next day when they found them, and if they were out there even morning dew, whatever, the clothes would have been wet. So we don't even know any of this because they didn't release any information. We're just going on what these other creators are telling us. We don't know. We're not looking directly at the thing, at the proof, at the crime scene photos and everything. And the way the clothes were. Did they have pants on? If they did, were they wrinkly? Meaning like they were wet, but they dried in a certain way that there might have been a crease in the pants that could only happen if the clothes were wet and then dried that way. And that's why it's like that, I don't know, but they're getting down to it. Everybody wants the interview with Kegan Kline. Like Anthony Greeno wanted Chadwell, wanted Kline. I want to interview these guys. Well, sure you do. Sure you do. That's probably what it was. They probably all knew each other. It was probably all a big thing. They got busted. And now they're trying to determine who's going to do the interviewing because they all know them probably. If they all were doing meth and drugs and everything. Now even Greeno supposedly meth. I didn't know about the meth. I only knew he was cannabis charges. I had no idea about the meth. I thought he was wanted for, I know his phone got taken away, and that's why I started investigating that was, why did they take his phone and not give it back? The killer called him. It was the killer. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. They would have took the data and gave him his phone back like they did the other people. But they didn't. So there was a click there. They might have got Kegan's phone or other people's phones and found a connection with Greeno. Now, am I saying that's true? No, I don't know. Because I don't have all the evidence. Meaning, I don't have what the police have. If I had what the police had, then I would say, no, we're on the wrong track. This is, this is what the evidence shows. But we don't. So there really ain't nothing we could do. All we can do is wait it out. That's all we could do. Are we getting close? Yes. It's a big ring. And until these people stop thinking it was one guy that did all this killing and everything, they're not going to solve nothing. It might have been one guy calling the shots, but it was more than one that created all this mess. And it wasn't me. So, this whole Eric R. Kramer or Aaron or Earl R. Kramer. There is no Earl R. Kramer. It's Earl R. Carr, K-R-R. The Carr family. Just like same name as the guy that was in Kiss. Okay, which might be related to this guy that they're talking about. I don't know. But Google's got it on there as Earl R. Kramer. The Earl R. Kramer killer. Well, that's Hank Earl Carr. Who did he kill? He might have killed somebody named Kramer. We don't know. Okay, when you type in Earl R. Kramer, this comes up. This guy, whose name really is Earl Carr. Okay, so what did they do? I don't know. Is this the Joker that killed one of my family members? Could have been. Is he alive right now? I don't know. I have no idea. Is this one of the guys that could have killed a Kramer? And they're putting it up as Earl R. Kramer killer. Well, then he must have used a fake identity. Why? Well, to cover his path. This is the lady that helped him. Bernice Bowen. So, sorry, Google. I wish I can help you, but I can't, Google. Ah. Ah. I really can't. You've destroyed our lives, innocent people. I wish I really could help Google, but I can't. I got to testify against them in court. So I really can't say anything more. And everyone's like, oh my God, he's going to court. No, we don't go to court. I don't have money to go into the court. Court system's corrupt, anyways. So it's out of my hands. I'm just a moron. But that explains everything, what's going on. And now we got to track down all these people that are friends with Anthony Greeno and that we've seen on his channel and seen him on other people's channel. There's a lot of people calling, which I went to her channel and checked out and was in her chat. True Tragedies or whatever. I guess that knows Anthony Greeno or something and was telling him to come down and visit her or whatever. Then we got that other guy that was from Australia or England that was on his channel. Then we got a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers that were on his channel and was actually helping him obey the law. This gets huge every day. There's some people saying there was a lot of people involved in the Delphi killings. It was a trucker or whatever. I don't know. It might have been a trucker. I don't know. Just passing through. Could have been paid to do it for somebody. I don't know. It could have been somebody just passing through. And the reason they mentioned that they're respected people and they're on social media and their music and everything, it might be somebody that has connections with music, movies, stuff like that, and actually was just passing through on his way to somewhere else and did the killings and then was gone. Boom. Jumped on a plane or whatever, went somewhere else or kept driving through to the destination. They're all connecting all this. We're looking for some guy that was a guitar teacher for Guitar Center that was doing bad things to the kids. Supposedly, I've seen a bunch of stuff on YouTube about that. I don't know too much about that case. I've just seen a couple videos on it on social media. That some guy that was a guitar teacher for Guitar Center or something like that was abusing the kids. See, Guitar Center had these booths set up. And they had guitar teachers come in and teach people inside the booths. They were black booths, with doors on them. You close it, you can't see in them, whatever. That might have been it. And as they were in there learning how to play guitar, the guy was a sicko or something. I don't know. We don't know yet. I don't know. There's too many cases to go ahead and go through and everything. What they tried to do was they tried to get the real people that came up with all the ideas for all this stuff, movies, everything. They're trying to kill the real Kramer. so they can put their fake Kramers in there to collect the money. But I'm the real Kramer. And they keep wondering, I'm like, God, how's this guy still alive? We paid millions and millions to try and get rid of him. Nah, I'm still here. This just gets better every day. So, yeah, because I did see that video that everyone was talking about. Once Gray Hughes or whatever his name is put that video out, someone's like, "Did you see the gray hair? Are you no? Why? You know, check it out." And then I seen him put up something about the Earl R. Kramer killings, and I was like, "No, that explains a lot." You know, but they can't just do that. They can't come in and wreck somebody's life because of a name without punishment, without retaliation from these people. I mean, not every Kramer is like me. You know, I know if I go out and retaliate, well, you know, they'll throw you in jail. But I'm not a Jonestown. I can't control these people. You know, I'm into rock and roll, and we're not into the country rap stuff or whatever. So, and that's what happened. They tried to, you know, they probably were being paid from these people to create this madness. You know, I don't know. They got Hank Earl here. You know, they got a Frank Earl down here. You know, who was it? You know, did these people kill? They got a Richard Earl. You know, I don't know. And this is what I tried to tell people that were using throwing around the first name Johnny on YouTube. I was making videos telling people, hey, be careful. These idiots are trying to do it again. You know, they're throwing people's names around, and these people that watch these videos, they don't know. They just hear the first name or the name of somebody and they start going crazy and killing people. So, you know, whether these people had anything to do with it or not. So, yeah, I would say that that's what's going on. And even the government's got to pay for it. You know, even the Google's got to pay. Oh, they all have to pay for it. YouTube creators or whatever, you know. If they did bad things and have a record longer than both of our arms and legs, you know, they got to pay for what they did. Not us, not the innocent folk. You know, is there a statute of limitation on some stuff that these people are saying on, yes, there is, but not on murder. And these two little girls are dead, and it ain't funny, you know. It ain't funny. It's real. So be safe, folks. I didn't get no show. I don't know. But anyways, like I said, we got to be careful. Do I know people that I grew up with that did bad things? Yes. But here's the thing. I wasn't involved in it. So, you know, we all know somebody that has broken the law. I've broken the law, but I've had to pay for it. You know, when I did something wrong, I got a speeding ticket. When I did something wrong, you got put in jail. You know, when you did something wrong, you know, when you don't pay your taxes, you got to pay for it. You know, so I paid my dues. So it's these other people that don't pay their dues. Oh, Dave's gig last night. Yeah, I was there, but I was in the nest. So I was there. It's just I wasn't inside the chat talking until it was over with. Then I posted, nice show. So, like I said, you know, a lot of people say, well, what are you? You know, what do you think you're a cop? What are you, FBI? You're writing a book? What do you say? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm an FBI, CIA, you name it. I am this country. And you people should start thinking the same way. I am the White House. I am Homeland Security. I am sent me. Glory be to God. All right. Now the snow is starting to come down again. We're getting ready for the Super Bowl. Bengals against the Rams. Halftime show. What has happened to our halftime shows? I think the last great halftime show was Led Zeppelin and maybe Prince. And ever since then, it's, you know, I don't know. You know, Snoop Dogg, yeah, I can, that's cool. Eminem, sure. You know, cool stuff. But now, right before the halftime show, now there's a lady coming out that is bringing charges up against Snoop Dogg for stuff. I mean, this is just, what a country, huh? I'm glad I'm not famous. I'm glad I'm not wrapped up in that. I'm glad they put me on the shelf 30 some years ago. Denny's is over. You know what? When you people start burning down Denny's, you know what? Go do something else. You know, go do something else. But when you start burning down Denny's, some of us get real angry. We like our breakfast. We like our breakfast You want to go burn something down, go burn down something else. You leave our food alone. A lot of people are upset about this Denny's burning down. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. The only place you can get breakfast 24/7 and massive amounts of food for cheap. Yeah. You people could do a lot. You can invade this country, but you best leave Denny's alone. Unbelievable, you bunch of sickos. No, I don't get fired up for the comment. It's all over with, Bendejo. Idiotic stuff on it. I don't know what it's not. It's not entertainment no more. It's like SNL. You know how long it's been since I watched Saturday Night Live. I used to be a fanatic every Saturday night. But the people that made SNL what it is today are no longer there, or they're dead. I'm not saying SNL is bad. Once in a while I'll watch it, but it's not what it used to be. And I don't know. I was raised a certain way. It's like the band Kiss. There's only one real Kiss. The original guys. The rest of the whole thing is just a blur. It's like Pink Floyd. There was only one original Pink Floyd. With Mr. Rogers or Mr. Waters and Gilmore and Sid and Richard, all that. That's the original thing. I don't know. It's like the Black Crowes. There's only one Black Crowes. And that's the dudes that came out with the original Black Crowes. Although I love Black Crowes, I still listen to them today. So what are we doing? What are we dealing with? No, we're under attack by demons, spirits, whatever. Some sent by people. We're starting to figure it all out. Yeah, it explains why our families are coming up missing and dead, because they put it on social media. Hank Earl Carr. But yet, when you type in this case, it comes up Earl R. Kramer. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody named Earl tried to kill somebody named Kramer. I don't know. But all I know is I'm still alive. And from what they tell me, my father is still alive. He lives back home where I'm from. The great state of Illinois, the great city and suburbs of Chicago. So I don't know. Maybe they killed my whole family and put in a bunch of replacements. Why? To suck money out of me. That's why. So they can have the ship. Well, this is my ship, boys. And it ain't going down. It's submerging from the depths of hell. Yeah. I don't know. But we're on it. Like I said, Carr, all these guys, they all knew each other. Everyone. Well, it was this guy. No. That guy knows that guy and that guy and that guy. And these guys and this biker club and this gang, that makes it an organization. Not just one was involved in it. There was many involved in the Delphi case. Murders. A lot of people thought I was dead. So what did they do? They created me. He's dead, so let's blame it on him. Idiots. Idiots. Nah, we'll be seeing you. The last thing you people see was my face, my spirit. They even killed my spirit. They did all kinds of stuff. Money, big money. They want me to go out to Hollywood. They want me out in California. California won't be there too much longer. So I'm not making the move to California. If we do anything, we'll build a camp right here and make movies and music from it, whatever. Bunch of idiots. Yeah, they want me on the east side out there. They want me in Boston. They want me on the come to Maine, come to Massachusetts. Well, all the lights went out in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is the place I want to be. Sure, I'd love to go out there, but there's a bunch of cuckoos out there, so I can't right now. A bunch of nut jobs. It's entertainment. They called me and said, we're taking you off the show. Can you blow these people's minds? And it's been 30, 40 years. You sure? Yeah, it's been 20, 30 years. Whatever, you know. You sure you want me to rattle these people's minds? Blow their minds? I don't know. They offered me 30 grand for each night for 3 shows. 10 years ago. They got pissed because I refused to do it. When I was in my prime with guitar playing. I don't know. Some guy came over. We'll give you 30 grand up for 3 nights, 30 grand each night. No. No. Sorry. Give me my soul back, you soul-sucking leech. No. Satan tried to steal my soul. Give it to some of his friends so they can make money. Well, it ain't going to work, Satan. I ain't falling for it, devil worshiper. All right, I'll be back. We got snow coming. I got to go out. You know, my fluctuator is screwed up on my car. You believe that? I got 50,000 miles on the car, and the fluctuator heat door sensor is already gone out. Yeah, I think I got 50 or 60,000 miles on the car. It's a 2015, and it's already gone out. There's already been 5 or 6 recalls on the car. Buy American, they said to me. I did, and look at. So that's starting to go out. So that's a $50 or $60 part, but you got to tear practically the whole dashboard up to fix it. So that's what I'll be doing this summer. I mean, I'm still getting heat out of the car, but it's not defrosting. It's not sending the air up to the defrosters. It's only blowing it out the dashboard. So that means the heat fluctuation door sensor is bad. It's not opening that door. So now I got to replace that. Yeah. What happened in the olden days? You know, in these newer cars, everything's a sensor. So it's bound to go out and bound to go out within a year. And it's just a money pit. It's just a money pit. You're constantly sinking money into that car, even when it ain't like the olden days, the Model T, and you got a carburetor and an ignition and points, and that's it. You didn't have all these sensors and all these things on a car. And it's just a money pit. It's just a money pit. You got a sensor for everything. One sensor goes out and it sends a shock wave throughout the rest of the car. So, yeah. Who's going to win the big Super Bowl? I don't know. It'd be nice if the Bengals did. They haven't won in a long, long time, but it'd be nice if Chicago Bears did, but all right, you folks have a good night. Be safe. Remember, there's many involved in these Delphi cases. Everybody is looking at it was one guy that did all this. No. There might have been one guy that ordered it. There might have been one guy that mastered planned it or was behind, but there was more than one probably that knew about it. I'm guaranteed maybe one or two people at the most were there, maybe more. Maybe Dog Lady was part of it. She was a lookout. Maybe Flannel Guy was part of it. We don't know. Maybe he was a lookout. There was many involved in the Delphi case. They all could have been planted there. It's mysterious though about that. The tape, the proof is in the tape. Something's up. Either that tape was edited from the Delphi killings, or there was actually more than one person there, and you can hear it in the video, in the recording. I think the first voice you hear on there is someone else compared to the down the hill person. That makes two people. Now, whether that phone or that video or anything that was on that phone was planted in the phone or edited, it might have been. They might have actually went into her account and edited things or made it look like something else and then erase the account or whatever, delete the setup on it or whatever. But that video would still be in the phone. They would still have data of that stuff. So, Anthony shots and all that and yada, yada, yada. They created it. Well, it was a cop. How long was he a cop? Did he live in Indiana? Was he anywhere around here when that happened? They got to check all this out now. It's like Sean Harmon saying that the mafia was involved in the syndicate and the Masons and everything. That's what is sucking up so much time, is now they have to investigate all these organizations. All these people they have to investigate. It's bigger than what they thought. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but it's the truth. It is the truth. Biker gang. You got Anthony Greeno on there saying he belongs to a club. You got Chadwell on there talking on social media that he belongs to some big club or gang or whatever, his friends or whatever, telling people we if we knew somebody that did something like that, our club, or we would we would kill these people, but yet we caught him with a 9-year-old in the basement and him on tape asking or telling people that they were looking for someone, a mature woman, older. That's what they wanted, and probably to control the younger girls and the teenage girls that they kidnapped or whatever, So yeah. All right, you guys have a great day. Be safe. Don't be afraid to use the word guys. I've seen some of these YouTube videos. People are saying, we're looking for somebody that likes to use the word guys a lot. Well, these are idiots. Everybody uses guys. It's a term. It's just idiots. Why would they? I have no idea. Whoever the killer is, he likes to use the word guys. I'm like, you idiots. These people are idiots. And why are they idiots? Because they are trying to direct you people away from the truth. Now we're going to have to investigate every single buddy that uses guys in a sentence. Unreal. Idiots. Stone cold idiots. Idiots. You know how many people we're going to have to look for that uses that phrase and gee, good God. Unbelievable. Do I think some of the police are involved? I think so. I think once they found out that Anthony Schatz was a cop, they probably, we got to change the outcome of this. I think so. I think their little ring, and they might have been using the badge to do it. They got busted. Probably the feds came in and busted them. And like, hey, what's this? Huh? What's this cop doing over there? Getting photos of young girls. And I'm not talking 19, 20-year-old women, that are legal age or 21. These are 9 to 14, 15-year-old girls. And I imagine they're all like, Christ. You imagine the cops' faces once they were like, Anthony shot. Well, guess what? He's a police officer. I bet you all these cops were going, oh, shit. Yeah. Sickos. But people believe that police can do no wrong. That government ain't evil. There's evil in everything. I don't know. Be safe out there, folks. I gotta go. I got some stuff to do. Be safe. That's all I could say. So this whole Kramer Earl or Earl R. Kramer crap. I don't know. He might have killed one of my family members, and what they were trying to do is protect them. And that's what government does. He might have killed somebody named Kramer. He might have did a lot of things, but what they tried to do was to run the Kramer name down. And I'm standing here saying, you lost, people. You ain't going to wreck the Kramer name. You ain't going to do it to us. We went through too much hell. My family fought in too many wars to save this country. We're not going to. It's like the Jones name. Well, I know a lot of Joneses. But I don't know Jim Jones. So we might be dealing with followers of Jim Jones, brainwashers or whatever, but nah, had nothing to do with me. So I'm not worried about it. But why would they do that? I don't know. Probably they were hoping to. Probably they were hoping try and wreck a name or something. I don't know. All right, I'll be back later. I'm gonna get a great outdoors video going. It's starting to snow again. All right. Be safe. All imposters. I don't know. All right. I'll be back. Oh, I want to thank who was in. Oh, Bendejo for stopping in. What time is the game? I think it's over by 10, 11 o'clock out here. 11:30, somewhere around there. Where is the Super Bowl going to be played? I don't know. Hopefully, it's played out here in Soldier Fields where there's 5 foot of snow. That's football, but probably somewhere out west or somewhere warm, um, or down south or something. But it should be up here, up north, where there's 5 foot of snow. You know, that's what we call bear country. I don't know. All right, I'll be back later.